everyone. Thank you for joining me here. I know I am the second to last session, and I promise not to bore you to sleep. You've been sitting in front of your computers long enough, so we're going to get some excitement into you. So today I'm here to talk to you about using Mote to embed accessibility features because, I mean, what's better than something built right into your resources that you've already created? So let's talk accessibility. So, our students have suffered for the past 2 years. We know that there are some huge gaps out there, and we know that our students already come to us with a lot of different needs, right? And so, we need a way that we can reach all of them without necessarily making it so obvious that we're changing things for specific students. So, today I'm going to talk to you about ways that you can embed accessibility features and differentiation right into your resources that you've created for the entire class without pointing out other students. So, how many times have you seen this look? Huh? I mean, I just don't get it. Of course, we see that all the time. And some students definitely need a little bit of a helping hand. So, usually in a classroom, we might have some differentiation, right? And we might group them in ways that doesn't make it seem so obvious that some people are low flyers, some people are high flyers, and some people are middle of the road kids, right? So some of the grouping ideas that I've come to love, this one on the left is my absolute favorite. It is mild, medium, and spicy. And if you are from anywhere in the Southeast, I think it's kind of gotten all over the US now, but everybody loves wings. Everybody loves a good 10-piece mild. If you are from Atlanta, like I am, it's a 10-piece hot with lemon pepper sprinkles. If you don't know, now you do. So, mild, medium, and spicy, or mild, medium, and hot is a lovely way to differentiate your groupings. Some people like to use shapes, and then other people like to differentiate by colors. And so, shapes and colors are something that you might find in many different places and used all throughout the lesson for your differentiation needs. But how can we differentiate or provide built-in supports for our students using those groupings into our design features? Well, let's look. So first things first, we're going to talk about Google Slides because we know Mote works super well with Google Slides, and Google Slides is free and easy to use, right? What you want to do to embed a something else into your Google Slides, right, is do what I've done here. I'm going to model for you what I'm trying to show you. And so here I have a picture that I've hyperlinked with a Mote. And so once I click this picture, it's going to take me automatically to another Google Slides presentation. And so think quickly about how that might help your students, right? So maybe you have a slide deck that you've built to teach a lesson to your students, but it's for the whole class. It's not something that is accessible to all of the students. And so if you have a student that might need a little bit of help using Google Slides, you can build in some features to assist them. So here I've used a Google Slides template, just your basic template. And if you see on this slide 2 or on slide 3, there's a little something extra. It might not be noticeable to you with your naked eye, and that's the important part, right? We don't want these things to stand out. But what I've done is I've added a shape here in the bottom right-hand corner. You can see this little triangle, right? Because I've added this shape, I can tell my students who I know need a little bit of extra help, hey, you're in the triangle group today. Make sure you look for a triangle. So when my students are viewing these slides along with me, if they click on this triangle, it might take them to some other resources. So let me show you how to do that. I can go to any site that I want to. I might even go and build a new Google Slides presentation, just like this. And here's where I'm going to create the resource that's going to provide them with additional help. What I'll do is go to my lovely Mote Chrome extension here, and I'll record a Mote. Hey, I'm so glad you made it here. Use these slides to get you some more information. My check mark, and you see it's automatically copied to my clipboard. Now I'm going to go back to my original presentation. And I'm going to highlight my shape, and then I'm going to hyperlink that shape with that mote. So now when my student, I'll show you, when my student clicks that shape, it automatically takes them to that other presentation. None of the other students in the classroom are any wiser that there's some kind of built-in feature for the students that need extra help. So now, Tiffany, I don't know when the last time I used a regular Google Slides presentation was. I love not reinventing the wheel, right? Well, you can do it with Canva too. So let's take a look at how we might use something we created in Canva to embed accessibility. So here I have my Mote that took me directly to my Canva presentation. And now, you guys, I just found this out literally this morning. But did you know that once you've built something in Canva, you can press share, more, scroll down a little bit, and Google Drive. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to just save this anywhere on my Google Drive, but I'm going to change the file type to a PowerPoint type file. Now, Canva's going to do its little magic. Boop, 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 boop. And then it's going to give me the option to go directly to my Google Slides file now. So here I have it, something I created in Canva directly into Google Slides. So no more downloading your Canva file as a PNG or as a JPEG and then turning it into the background on your Google Slides, which then takes away your ability to edit anything that you've done. Now, check this out. I've got access to all of the things that I designed in Canva. And because I have all of these cute little features, right? I'm going to ungroup these. So I right-clicked and I pressed ungroup. Now I want my students who need more assistance to know when you see a computer, that's your symbol to know you've got more help here. I can, again, take that Mote that I just created. So I'm going to click my Mote icon. I'm going to get my recent Motes. This is the one I just made here with you. And I'm going to grab that link. And I'm going to go back and make sure that I've clicked on the image that I want. And I'm going to hyperlink it. And now my students will see this lovely presentation that I created in Canva, because I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to use a pre-made template. And when they click on that computer that I told them, hey, make sure you look for that computer, they're taken to that presentation with the extra assistance that they needed. Now, maybe you just haven't discovered the magic of Canva yet, and you are one of those teachers that uses the absolutely fabulous site created by teachers, Slides Mania. Well, yep, you can do it with Slides Mania too. There is one other step that I'm going to show you here. So again, I've hyperlinked this picture to take me directly to another Google Slides template that I downloaded from Slides Mania. Now, one thing you'll notice is that when you download or when you copy a template from Slides Mania, most of these little design elements are not able to be changed, right? Well, I'm going to show you how to fix that. What you'll do is click View, and then you'll click Theme Builder. Once you've opened the Theme Builder, you then have access to click on all of the design elements. So maybe today your differentiated group is the circle group. So what I'm going to do is copy the circle. I've highlighted the circle and I'm going to copy it. Then I'll close out my Theme Builder, come back to my slide, and paste my circle. Now you see the circle's here and I can move it around and I can play with it. The other thing that I can do in my beautiful slides Mania template is, you guessed it, I can hyperlink that Mote. Uh-oh, went down a little too far. Let's try again. There we go. And so now in my beautiful Slides Mania template that I didn't have to spend hours and hours creating because I don't need to reinvent the wheel, my students, again, have access to that additional information that they need. So now, there are a few tips that I'm going to give you that help make this process a lot easier for me. It's some basic keyboard shortcuts. So when I am copying and pasting something, I love to use, I'm a Mac user, so I use the command key, which is there's one at the bottom left and one at the bottom right. And then I use the C for copy, the V for paste. And the most important one is command K, which pops up that menu to add a link to something. If you are a PC user, it's very similar, but instead of the command key, you'll use the control key. And because I value modeling what I'm teaching you, these icons here at the bottom, did you notice there was an extra Mote icon? This Mote icon will take you directly to a YouTube video with some additional keyboard shortcuts. And guess what? You guys are going to get this presentation to play with in just a few seconds. Now it's your turn. Those seconds were really quick. So here's what we're going to do. These are your steps. The next slides have a space for everyone to practice. What you're going to do is find the slide with your last name. So there are 4 letters per slide, okay? You'll pick the one that corresponds with your last name, and then you're going to insert an image or insert a shape. Whatever image, whatever shape that you might like, but we want to keep it professional here. And then you are going to find a website that you want to share. So maybe you have a great resource that you're ready to link and ready for the world to see. You're going to navigate to that website and you're going to click your lovely Mote icon and you're going to record your Mote. Once you finish recording your Mote, you'll click the check mark and you'll see it's automatically copied to your clipboard. When you come back to the slide deck, I want you to click on your picture that you inserted or your shape and press Control K or Command K, and then press Control V or Command V to insert that Mote. And then you'll just press enter. And now we'll get to practice and see everybody inserting their shapes or inserting their images and hyperlinking those Motes. Let's embed some accessibility, folks. There's a bit.ly. Remember that bit.ly are case sensitive. So you'll want to type it in exactly as you see it. Or if you're able to do it on a different device and scan this QR code, you can do so. So we're going to go ahead and everybody get logged in. We're going to do this without breaking the internet. I know there's a lot of people, but we're going to try and see if we can do it. So I'm going to exit the slideshow so that we can see you all playing along. So everyone should have, anyone who copied the link should have access to enter this slideshow. You guys let me know if that is not the case. I'm sure John has a way to let me know if people do. Oh, I see the anonymous animals popping up. So someone's in. Okay, it's working, y'all. Anybody should be able to insert a picture. So we're looking at slides 13 through 19. So slides 13 through 19. And so just a reminder, what you want to do is insert a picture or a shape of your choice. You'll want to make it a little bit smaller just so that everyone has space to practice, right? And so once you've inserted your picture, you'll go to another website, create your Mote, come back, and hyperlink. So those steps again, insert picture or shape, navigate to another site, record your Mote, come back, click your shape, and hyperlink adding your Mote. Uh-oh, I see it. It's happening, you guys. I'm so excited. I've never had this many people in a slide deck before, and I was super nervous to, just give everybody access, but we're all geniuses here. We know how to make this work. All right. Whose coin is this? Is that a coin? Oh, no, that's a Mote. What a cute little Mote icon you got there with the sunglasses. I love it. I'll put that bit.ly back up. So just remember, this is a super, super, super public slide deck. And so whatever link you hyperlink, everybody will have access to. So please do not share any super personal information. Oh, who's that? Is that Homer? Hey, Homer. I love it. I love it. I love that you guys are participating. So the steps again, you're going to insert your picture or shape, then navigate to another site, record your Mote using the Mote icon at the top, come back and hyperlink the shape that you inserted. You can insert a hyperlink by clicking your shape and then pressing Control or Command K. Oh, there's a bit.ly. Not a bit.ly, a Bitmoji. Someone's Bitmoji's up there. Looks like we got some fish. Okay. And so there's so many things that you can embed for your students to create a lot of additional assistance for them. So maybe you have a student who has a vision impairment. And so you might create a separate slide deck where you make the text larger for that student to see. Maybe you have a student who is an English language learner, and maybe you just happen to speak the language, their native language. And so you might embed some additional assistance for them in their native language. Or maybe you have a student who isn't quite able to process things when there's so many different things on the screen. And so you might create a separate slide deck or a separate Google Doc that is a little bit more simplified for them without as many visual things added to it. So like maybe your student can't deal with all of these lovely images here on the side. And so you might create something for them that's a little bit more simple, like this slide where it's just the text. So they don't have to filter through all of the images and figure out what's most important for them. Okay, we got us a little Mote heart. Very good. Very good. Looks great, you guys. And so we're going to test out somebody's. Let's see if our Mote ambassador. Okay, our Mote ambassador has something. So here we go. I'm going to run the slideshow again. This is live, you guys. We did not practice this beforehand. We are doing it together. So whoever's lovely Mote ambassador symbol this is here has already linked their Mote. And so if they recorded that Mote at another website, when we click on it, it's going to take us, hey, look at that. It took us right to Alex's presentation. You guys saw Alex present yesterday with Lois, I believe it was. Sorry if I didn't get your name correctly, but I do remember you guys presenting yesterday. And so they took us right to their lovely presentation that they are sharing with you about app smashing with Mote. You guys, I know you guys enjoyed that one. I remember seeing all of the comments, and I know we all love Wakelet because it's such a super fantastic tool. So there's so many ways that we can create accessible materials for our students without embarrassing them and letting them know that, hey, you need help. Here's your extra resources. Nobody else has to know. We can reach our students in so many different ways using Mote and all kinds of websites.